After all we have done, humans are hunting us, and I fear we are all targets now.
What is that?
Who sent you here? This is not war.
Transformers. Age of Extinction unfolds in a world still scarred by the aftermath of a catastrophic battle that saved humanity while simultaneously destroying trust. A once great city lies in ruins, symbolizing both victory and loss, and the public narrative has shifted sharply against the Autobots. Governments and civilians alike question whether the presence of alien robots is worth the cost of survival. As reconstruction begins, fear replaces gratitude, and the Autobots are forced into hiding, scattered and hunted in a climate where former heroes are now considered liabilities. This shift in tone marks a turning point in the saga, emphasizing isolation, betrayal, and survival rather than open warfare. Optimus Prime, the moral core of the Autobots, is separated from his team and badly damaged, drifting through a hostile world that no longer welcomes him. His absence leaves the Autobots leaderless and vulnerable, each struggling to stay hidden while grappling with guilt over the destruction left behind. The film frames this period as a dark age for the Autobots, where survival depends not on strength alone, but on trust in a humanity that seems eager to erase them. The threat is no longer only the Decepticons, but also human forces that have decided alien machines are expendable. The human perspective is reshaped through the introduction of Katie Yeager, a struggling inventor and mechanic who lives with his teenage daughter, Tessa. Cade represents a working-class resilience, a man constantly fighting against financial pressure while trying to protect his family and maintain his sense of integrity. When he discovers a damaged truck that turns out to be Optimus Prime, his life is irrevocably changed. This encounter is not framed as destiny, but as consequence, highlighting how ordinary people are pulled into extraordinary conflicts simply by being in the wrong place at the wrong time. Tessa Yeager adds emotional complexity to the story, embodying the tension between youth, independence, and parental protection. Her relationship with Shane, a skilled but reckless street racer, introduces friction into the family dynamic. Shane's background and survival instincts parallel Cade's own struggles, even though Cade initially sees him as a threat rather than an ally. This uneasy triangle grounds the larger spectacle in personal stakes, reinforcing that the battle for Earth affects families as much as cities. As Optimus Prime is repaired and begins to regain his strength, the film reestablishes his unwavering belief in freedom and choice, even when confronted with humanity's fear-driven hostility. His reunion with remaining Autobots such as Bumblebee and Hound is marked by a somber recognition that their role on Earth has fundamentally changed. They are no longer defenders operating in the open, but fugitives navigating a world that wants them gone. This shift deepens the emotional weight of their bond, emphasizing loyalty under pressure. The central human antagonistic force emerges through a covert operation tasked with hunting Autobots. This group operates with cold efficiency, blurring the line between protection and persecution. Their actions raise ethical questions about control, accountability, and the cost of security. By positioning humans as hunters rather than allies, the narrative complicates the traditional good versus evil structure, suggesting that fear can be as destructive as any invading force. Parallel to this threat is the presence of a mysterious bounty hunter whose allegiance is driven by profit rather than ideology. This character embodies chaos and opportunism, exploiting the fractured state of both humans and Autobots. His pursuit adds urgency to the Autobot struggle, forcing them to confront an enemy who understands their weaknesses and has no moral constraints. The idea that the Autobots are now commodities to be captured and sold underscores the dehumanizing effects of prolonged conflict. The story expands further through the introduction of powerful corporate interests seeking to control Transformer technology. This element reflects a shift from military dominance to industrial exploitation, where innovation and profit outweigh ethical responsibility. The attempt to manufacture new Transformers using salvage technology represents humanity's desire to replace what it fears with something it can control. This ambition sets the stage for unintended consequences, reinforcing the recurring theme that power without wisdom leads to destruction. As the plot progresses, the Autobots uncover truths about their own origins and the larger forces manipulating events from the shadows. These revelations connect Earth's fate to a broader cosmic narrative, suggesting that the battle extends far beyond a single planet. Optimus Prime's journey becomes not only one of survival, but of self-discovery, as he confronts the burden of leadership in a universe that seems determined to erase his kind. Action sequences are framed not merely as spectacle, but as expressions of desperation and resolve. Each battle carries the weight of extinction, with characters fighting not just to win but to preserve their right to exist. The scale of destruction remains immense, yet the film repeatedly returns to intimate moments of choice, sacrifice, and loyalty. These contrasts reinforce the idea that even in a war of machines, humanity is defined by decisions rather than firepower. The latter part of the film pushes the Autobots into their most dangerous confrontation yet, one that tests their unity and faith in both themselves and their human allies. Cade, Tessa, and Shane are no longer bystanders, but active participants, making choices that place them directly in harm's way. Their involvement underscores the central message that coexistence requires courage and trust on both sides. As the conflict reaches its climax, Optimus Prime emerges as a symbol of resilience rather than invincibility. He is challenged physically and morally, forced to confront betrayal, loss, and the possibility that Earth may no longer be a safe haven for his people. His resolve to continue fighting for freedom, even when rejected, defines the emotional core of the film and reaffirms his role as a leader who values principle over victory. Transformers: Age of Extinction ultimately presents a world in transition, where old alliances are broken and new ones are forged under pressure. It explores the consequences of fear-driven decisions and the dangers of unchecked ambition, while still delivering large-scale action and visual intensity. By shifting focus to survival, identity, and trust, the film redefines the Transformers saga for a new era, asking whether coexistence is still possible when the line between protector and threat has been erased.